Hello YouTube, this is Teddy. We're back in Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic. Today our goal is to complete Iceberg Islands. The objective on this one is to have 1,250 guests in your park at the end of October Year 3 with a rating of at least 600. So this is a shorter scenario with a bit of a smaller guest goal, so yeah, pretty doable. The only major challenge I foresee in this one is these icebergs. There's a whole lot of water, so maybe you can put some boats in the water, but yeah, it looks like it would be really fun to kind of like thread some rides through the bergs and stuff. It also looks like there's a lot of underground path that I'm gonna have to contend with, and we all know that that's not my strongest suit, so we'll see how it goes. Let's just get into it. Oh, there's a chairlift that goes from like this path to this path. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, weird. All right, this is a charge for the rides park. Okay, we have no stalls. We have 3 rides: Iceberg Bobs, which is the bobsleigh coaster, Iceberg Chairlift, and then Iceberg Golf. I guess this is a golf course back over yonder. We'll need to see how much we can charge for all of those. We'll need to take out our loan. Ooh, we only get $10,000 for the loan, so we have $20,000 total. That's not as good as I would want it to be, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, so it turns out this entire park was free. Everything was free in this park. The entry, the rides, all of that. And we do not want that to be the case anymore, so we are going to start charging for the rides. The guests who were here doing everything for free are going to be so pissed that they can't anymore. I know I would be if my favorite free park suddenly started charging for stuff. I can't build a path there because there's already a path in the way. Oh yeah, the stairs there. Okay, well, I want to connect here to up here because this chairlift is not actually a transport, and they will not actually use that, and so guests are going to get stranded over here and not be able to get back to the park entrance, and we do not want that to happen, so we'll put that back there. I'm also going to build out this loop, I think, and connect it back here because this windy twisty path might also confuse them. I'm going to lower this a little bit. The good thing about the bergs is that I don't have to worry about like chopping up the land and like it looking ugly because they're already like all jagged and stuff. Like that's how they're designed. So I can kind of carve up the land however I want to here, which is nice. All right, we have no stalls, so I want to get some of those up. And this coffee shop, people are going to want to pay a little bit more for coffee because it's hot and this is a cold environment. So I'm going to crank that up to 150 and have it be 120 profit for that. We do have our information kiosk already, so that's good. Oh, there's the golf. Is here just the other chairlift station? I guess it must be. Okay. Oh, I should increase my research, make sure that's on maximum funding. Okay, we've got our 3D cinema there. I'm going to run a few ads. I'm going to run just 3 weeks of ads for right now. Save a little bit of money, but still get some guests coming in. And I don't usually, but we do have every kind of boat unlocked, so we might as well do the boats. We'll do even more boats later as well, because I love the boats. So, alright, maximum boatage. I've named it Arthur Gordon Pym after the Edgar Allan Poe story where they sail off to the Arctic and encounter a bunch of weird stuff and almost die several times. There's ducks in the water. Isn't it a little bit cold for you guys to be out? Weird. Okay, now I do want to build a roller coaster, so we're going to do a junior roller coaster because it's small and an easy one to build at the start. We're going to expand over to this island and have it go around this one. Yeah, and then we'll make the path out there. Okay, so something that I realized that I didn't have while building that junior roller coaster, which by the way was way more work than I really expected it to be, but I realized we don't have any bathrooms, so we put all the stalls, forgot the bathrooms again. So we're gonna put one of those up, maybe a couple of those up, because That's always a big problem. Did I open that one? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. I'm also going to put one on here. I think I'm going to do one on every island. I think that's going to be the play. All right, now we can test our junior coaster. Satellite junior coaster, 4.65 excitement, 5.13 intensity, and 3.42 nausea, so that's good. All right, we can charge $8 for it. All right, we're going to start the path of the exit first, actually, because I think that's going to be a little bit easier to get all the way over this way. I'm going to build it out like this, and then go like that. There we go. Now where's my entrance? All right, now I got to do the entrance path. There we go. I kind of also want to build the path out here. I do have to be a little bit careful about how much money I spend. They are looking a little bit low, but that's okay. We'll work it out. Basically, I just want to give them another path to this island, and then do another path from here over to here. That way they have an easier way to get from this third island or this fourth island. Okay, and obviously we'll put our bathroom down over there. We are looking okay on our guest count for the goal and stuff, so I'm actually not going to run any more advertisements for the time being, so we can save money and spend it on rides and other necessities for the guests and stuff. I'm going to build a car ride because it's nice and cheap, and we'll give something else to go here, because right now you pretty much just have the 3D cinema and the chairlift station, so I do want to put another thing on this island here. So we're going to do a car ride on this island. Okay, there we go. I know I have some ice-themed decorations. Oh yeah, there's some ice trees here. Let's put some ice trees on these around this car ride. We have a snow castle that can go right in there. Snow hut that can go over here. There we go. All right, we have 17 cars as of right now, which is probably too many. Oh, I switched it to the pickup trucks and I switched it to 18 cars. Okay, well, all right, I have to build the entrance to it. That's right. I always forget that part. Okay, yeah, so this is too many trucks, so we are going to put it down to about 12. Let's see how that does. Oh, I forgot the entrance and the exit are the wrong way around. Huh. Okay, well, now I'll just switch those. Okay, for the car ride, we've got 3.04 excitement, 0.58 intensity, and 0.03 nausea. Let's see how much that costs. Right about 480. Let's do the exit path first because I feel like it's going to get complicated. All right, our money's not too bad, but it could definitely be better. It is August year 1, so we're almost done with the first year. But yeah, we have unlocked the compact inverted coaster, which is a really fun one to build. Nice and big and interesting and stuff, considering we don't really have any big roller coasters in here yet. The only roller coaster we have is really that junior roller coaster, which is not that great as far as roller coasters go. So I do want to build the compact inverted. I am going to try saving a little bit of money for it first, though, because I feel like it's going to be so expensive and give me kind of a hard time. It is going to have a higher support limit on it, though, which is really, really nice, so that we won't have to worry about like the water, because with the junior roller coaster, we had to spend a lot more money than I wanted to, like carving up the land under the water, because it kept exceeding its support limit since the water is so deep here. That is one bad thing about the water on this map, is that it's very deep, and so that affects the support limit of like every ride. I think I'm going to get up to about 10,000 or so before I start on the compact inverted coaster, so I'm going to let it run until we get to about that much. Alright, we're at 10,000 now. It is doing this really weird storm thing that turns the icebergs purple for some reason. But yeah, we're in October year 1. Oh my god, we just unlocked the jet skis. Hello? Is that another kind of boat ride? Oh my god, it is. We've never done jet skis before. Okay, well, we'll worry about that later. We'll put jet skis in eventually. First, I do want to do the compact. So we'll do that one, and then we'll worry about jet skis. I'm actually going to start the compact over here. I was going to start it off on this island, but we can expand out to these islands later. I'm going to put it in here and have it go like over the junior coaster and have it go mostly over the water, I think, just so that it's like more together with my other rides right now. I don't want to expand like too far out and let the path situation get out of control. I kind of want to keep my path situation contained until I have a good thing going. I have a good pattern going. And because there's this loop of path right around this area, I'm just going to put it in here. So I meant to make it a little bit bigger than that, actually, but then I got it perfectly back to the entrance right there, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. It's destiny that it lined up so perfectly right there, and I am just gonna leave it alone and see what happens. I was worried about it being able to get up this hill, but that train got up that hill just fine, so it looks good. Oh, no, that one. Ah, fuck. Okay, well, it's not destiny, as it turns out. Alright, hang on. I didn't want it to scream at me over the corkscrews, so I wanted to try to build this one a little bit shorter, but I ended up making it too short, or too tall. I made it too tall. Other way around. Oh, corkscrew left, corkscrew left. Half loop. Okay, it only took us ages, but I think we got it. I did have to extend its tail out way out there. Who knew that moving everything down 5 feet would cause, like, such an issue? While that's testing, I'm gonna go and change prices on my rides. Okay, now I can get around its corkscrew, so that is good at least. Okay, so stats on the compact and varied coaster: 6.30 excitement rating, 8.06 intensity rating, and 6.47 nausea rating. So those are decent stats. Okay, I know this one is going to be popular and it has a pretty high throughput, so I give it a really, really long queue line so we can hold a lot of guests in there. Alright, I'm going to run my ads again because we do need to get guests in here. I'll do 4 weeks of ads because now that it's the second year, we do have to start worrying about guest count a little bit more. We are less than halfway to the guest goal and we're almost halfway through the scenario because it's May year 2. So I think it's July year 2 is about halfway through the scenario. So it took us 2 entire months to get this sorted because we started in October, we did all March, and then we ended it in April. So not good on that part. Oh yeah, we were going to put the jet skis up. I forgot. Let's do those. With the maximum station length, there's 18 jet skis. Kind of ridiculous on that. Wow, they are going. Look at how fast those things are. Meow. Man, I didn't expect them to be so fast. I mean, they are jet skis. I don't know why I didn't expect them to be that fast, but, you know, whatever. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because we are looking pretty low on money right now. Actually, I'm going to put up some more stalls because we could use a few more of those, I think. Oh, we did unlock the pizza stall. We also unlocked the balloon stall. I think I'm going to do 1 balloon stall on each island and have them all be different colors so you can see which island people visited and stuff. Okay, I'm going to run ads and fast forward for a little bit, try to get a little bit more guests in the park, and then we're going to build something else. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put another flat ride up. I'm going to put another couple flat rides up. I'll also do this enterprise. We can find a good spot for it. Okay, now we are officially halfway through the scenario. I don't like that we have not built a lot of roller coasters yet, but I am hungry and have to go eat dinner, so I am going to do that. When we come back, we are going to look at what roller coasters we have to build, because this is looking a little sparse, and we do have these other 2 islands to expand out to, so we're going to really work hard on expanding. We only have $2,000 in the bank, almost $3,000, but we'll work it out somehow. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so we're gonna have to build a lot of rides. We still got all of this space to expand onto. I do want to do a spiral roller coaster because we've not done one of those in a really long time. I'm not crazy about the spiral roller coaster because it is very similar to the mini coaster, which I also don't like, but it's a little bit different and we haven't done one in a long time, so we will do a spiral coaster. Not gonna lie, I thought that this little square extended out further. I can see now it does not go all the way across because you can see that one little triangle there, but I thought that this was like one continuous piece, so when I started getting supports on it, I was like, what the hell is going on here? But okay, serious time. Oh, I do not have money. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, I need to get some more money then. I was only able to get 1 train on it, sadly, so the throughput on this one is not going to be very high, but yeah, I do like how I kind of utilized the Section C Iceberg here and made it go through tunnels and stuff. I'm not unhappy with that design. It did take me a while to get it sorted out because of the money situation, but yeah, that feels excessively fast, actually. Watching that go around, that might be really... Oh, no, it's not anything. Okay, never mind. Excitement rating 5.60, intensity rating 4.25, nausea rating 2.26. So, okay, not actually that terrible. Yeah, I think that's about as much queue line as we really need to give it, because it's not going to have a really good throughput at all, so we don't have to do a lot. I'm going to try building out my path. I'm lacking funds to build out my path, but I'm going to try building out my path. Alright, there we go. The inverted shuttle coaster. What the hell is that? Oh, it's this one. I remember this one. I don't think we've built a lot of those. I think we may have done one in the past. Let me get my benches on this path first. Okay, I ran some ads. I'm gonna let the park go for a little bit, generate some more money while we get the next thing. We save for the next thing to build. There's still so much space out this way. I don't even think that we're gonna get the whole park done and filled out by the end. Oh, we unlocked the Ferris wheel. That's nice. Put our Ferris wheel back here, I think, maybe. Yeah, we'll put it back here. We have come to experience a problem where we need roller coasters to make money, but we need money to build roller coasters. What we need is something with a high throughput that's gonna attract a lot of guests, so we need to build a big roller coaster, but those cost money. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, get us up to like maybe $3,000, and I think we can like make that work for a bigger roller coaster. Okay, we may have to take some breaks here and there, but we're gonna build a bigger roller coaster. I do want to do the Corkscrew coaster because it's got a really high throughput. I know that it does. I know that I can build a decent enough one of those, but then I also do want to do the inverted shuttle coaster later. I just don't know if the inverted shuttle coaster has a great throughput. No, I think it does, because I think it's like 5 people a car, or 4 people a car. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, so this one, the only default build is like one of those reverse incline roller coasters. And so I could do something with that, but I kind of want to see if I can do a full circuit coaster with it, but we'll see. I know that might be stupid because like the way that the cars are, 2 people face forward, 2 people face backward, and so basically if you have a full circuit, somebody's just going through the entire full circuit backwards. But that can be fun for some people, you never know. I'm gonna do something crazy and put it like majority over the water back this way. Oh my god, this one can only go in reverse incline launch. I didn't check beforehand. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna build one of those then. This is a really cute little design though. I kinda like it. I might keep it in mind for my Corkscrew coaster. Wow, we spent $6,000 on that thing. Alright, let's go spend less dollars on that thing. It does make sense that we can only do reverser designs on this because of the way the cars are specifically designed, but yeah, whatever. It's really close to coming off the end of that, actually. I might want to close that down, actually, and just build that out just a little tiny bit. Alright, there. Now it shouldn't fly off the end. I made it look even weirder, though. It's like a modern art sculpture thing. Abstract. Abstract is the word that I was looking for. I probably didn't need to add this little flourish on the end of it, but I got worried about like how fast it's going to go when it actually has a full load of people on it, so... I bet the nausea is going to be really high, though, because of this twist here. Oh, yep, I was right. Alright, excitement rating 6.14, intensity rating 9.36, and nausea rating 7.24. So, yep, it does have a high nausea rating. I keep unlocking stuff. I unlocked the mini suspended coaster. Never mind, that's not interesting. I unlocked the vertical drop coaster. I'm so mad they keep giving us these big, expensive, cool roller coasters when we have no money. Our guest goal is looking pathetic right now. We don't have very long left on the scenario. I'm going to put more money towards ads because we need more guests in here. I know I want to build stuff, but it's either we build stuff or we get our ads running. We really, really need more people in the park. Okay, now our guest goal is in a bit of a better place, so now I think we can afford to start building something else. We're going to do the Corkscrew coaster, just to say that we did it. I would also like to do a vertical drop, but those are so expensive. Just so expensive, so probably not going to do one of those, but yeah. Alright, well I give up on the, what's it called, that coaster, the Corkscrew coaster. We're just gonna put a couple of flat rides up because it's October and we need stuff in the park. It's gonna contribute to our guest goal. Okay, whew, we made it. Alright, just barely. The goal was to have 1,250 guests in your park by the end of October year 3 with a rating of at least 600. We have 1,260 67. Yeah, 68 now. But we just barely made that one. And then, yeah, I think we have max park rating. No, we have 982 park rating. Okay. Yeah, there's what our park looks like. It's pretty sparse. I wish I had built more stuff. I really need to figure out a way of, like, balancing the money making and the park rating, because that has turned out to be very difficult for me, because if I charge the most I can charge, I never run out of money, but then my park rating goes down, and if I charge less than I can charge, my park rating stays good, but I can't build anything because I don't have money to build anything. So, still trying to work that out. But this is what we have of Iceberg Islands so far. This would actually be a really good scenario to continue and, like, keep expanding. Yeah, this is a really good contender for that, because we still have so much space, and we still have so many other coasters that I would love to build, like the Corkscrew coaster and the vertical drop coaster, which sadly did not make it into this video. I love a good vertical drop, though. I don't think we actually have built one of the shuttle things before, because I don't recognize it, because I would have remembered, I think, that it could only do reverse incline mode. People are puking like crazy on it, though. Good lord, let me get another handyman down there just for all of that. But yeah, that was Iceberg Islands. I am gonna slow down the RCT content a little bit, so the next video is not gonna be an RCT video, because I am kind of getting a little burnt out on only ever playing RCT on this channel. I don't only play RCT, I also do The Sims, but there are other games that I like, other simulation games. So I think I'm gonna do one RCT video like every 3 videos. I'm still gonna keep this series up for the, like, 3 of you that are subscribed for RCT content. I'm still going to keep this series up, it's just going to come out a little bit slower. So I'm going to do like one RCT video, one Sims 3 Apocalypse Challenge video, because I'm having a lot of fun with that. Like, doing my Sims 3 Apocalypse Challenge videos, I've found, has been way more rewarding for me lately. Not that I dislike RCT by any means, I do still love this game, and I do still want to keep it up and eventually beat all of the scenarios, so this series of videos is not going anywhere. But yeah, I do want to put more of a heavy focus on the Sims 3 Apocalypse Challenge, and then there are some other simulation games that I enjoy, like Cities Skylines and Espresso Tycoon. And I thought of a really fun, potentially fun challenge for Espresso Tycoon when I was in the shower the other day, and so I think the next video for sure is going to be Sims 3 Apocalypse, and I think the video after that is going to be the Espresso Tycoon. So RCT has not gone anywhere, I just need a little bit of a break from it, a little bit of a longer break between RCT videos, because I've noticed both in recording and editing these videos, I'm starting to have a little bit less fun with them, and I don't want that to happen. So I feel like putting them out slower will let me make better quality videos in the RCT series, and that's what I want to focus on. So definitely subscribe for more mediocre roller coasters, because they're not going anywhere. They will be back, and I will see you guys in the next one.